Life, it's like an art exhibit. Each of us is making our piece with our materials, tools, and routines. And all that we can know is what we choose to show each other of what we think this all means. And my soul is like the very lens I use to see the world and all the hues of the works that we're sharing. But then certain social distortions crack and smoke my optics, dulling my sensing of what's always been glaring. These colors of gentle intentions and making practical plans and sticking with the resolve to follow through. Those are the primary three, but for me it would seem there's always something in the way of my view. See, I spent too long in isolation with no inspiration, no hope to stay sane, no creative aim and no game. I started blocking red out of my head, and I wonder if you're kinda the same. I was looking out in every direction, idling in the center of a prism of pure white light, before the maddening heat of the beauty that broke me too. Missing you broke my life. Something wouldn't let me decide as I tried to choose supreme color scheme for enacting my impassioned abstraction. Now I have to reimagine the piece that I knew. Ish, so sad. And now I have to reestablish my peace without you. Saying ish, different boom. I've learned a lot about adjusting my means for taking in all the shades throughout my 40-some years. But certain bits won't filter in and out. And now I worry I've been coated and sealed by my fears. Yes, I want to make a masterpiece of great living, but with my palette I'm splattering black on this heart of gold. And I'm still too intense with how yellow and blue I am. This needs to get better soon, cause I'm getting old, man. I'm always feeling exasperated and drained. I see the perfect canvas in my head, so why can't I find it? Damn, cause I'm unraveling within and without it, and settling for a lesser one feels heartless and mindless. And I don't know how to tint my picture more or less with my peers and my friends, my family and old flames. And I'm longing to finger paint so much that I hate it. And I wonder if you're kinda the same, yeah. Passed over and disappointed, I get to feeling that way when it seems like my art can cause no effects. I guess that's why the written word in black and white became my objective, and I professed I would come to be the best. Yeah, see, to teach the world a song and have them sing it back to me. Nothing could be so wonderful or profound, wow. Or I could sharply weaponize my wits into wordings that leave my adversaries fully embedded in the ground. But then making masterworks and spectrums of introspection eventually turns into a test I can't win, cause years of cynicism kept me rigid in the prism. Now the only place I'm really good at going is in. And then when I finally tried to make a poignant piece that didn't simply consist of all the same old refrains, I found my color blindness had eclipsed my whole existence. And I wonder if you're kinda the same. And I was looking out in every direction, idling in the center of a prism of pure white light, before the maddening heat of the beauty that broke me too. Missing you broke my life. Something wouldn't let me decide as I tried to choose supreme color scheme for enacting my impassioned abstraction. Now I have to reimagine the piece that I knew. Ish, so sad. And now I have to reestablish my peace without you. Saying ish, different boom. The basic colors of your soul seemingly always caught up in a tizzy, like a trifecta of duality spinning. You compromise what you must to keep it placid and dry beneath the skin, troubled but grinning from the very beginning. Now tell me, do you, don't you, want me to teach you? Pride's a stuck pig and it's hard to reach you. Do you, don't you, want me unforgotten, like the daughter in the quandary she was caught in? The pictures were kept, but now I have to reimagine the piece that I knew. I'm not gonna wait for you. Now I have to reestablish my peace without you. I'm not gonna look at you anymore. The importance of closeness and knowing I'd never ever leave you is something you don't think my vice will let me conceive. But that my noblest approaches were sabotaged by the oceans is a notion I can only hope you'll grow to believe. I was trying to become the Ubermensch, and I swear I wasn't messing with your head. I wish your wicked little critter would stop cocooning long enough to tell me if the same for you can be said. Now, as I'm ditching my assault weapon pencil, I'm performing serene attempt at a peace treaty session. My knack for aberrating songs of you I have to replace with my resolve to be freeman after my covert discretion. And where it goes from there I guess we'll find out, cause if those moments we made were mainly inside my mind, and if these sickly social bonds cannot get some nurturing and nourishing, I'll have to tell myself it's finally time. And I must go away with positively forward momentum, finally learn when to live it down and when to live it up. And though my writing of painful chapters may not be over, at least I killed all the darlings that kept my narrative shut. For years I battled darkness, wishing for some something divine to inscribe in me a strategy of self-actuation. But once I finally cut the clutter and chucked it in the dumpster, I looked inside myself again and noticed my own salvation was simply looking out in every direction, idling in the center of a prism of pure white light, before the maddening heat of the beauty that broke me in two. Missing you broke my life. Something wouldn't let me decide as I tried to choose supreme color scheme for enacting my impassioned abstraction. Now I have to reimagine the piece that I knew. Boom-ish, so sad. And now I have to reestablish my peace without you. Same-ish, different boom. I'm in a tranquil place of focus for now, internalizing the words of the wise and finding a fix, removing Uber from Mitch as I unclench from obsessions that kept my methods too desperate to let some red in my mix. And I can see the blood I left everywhere, from ceaselessly leading charges with all my arrogant will. So extreme with how anti-extreme I believed I should be. I couldn't see I was leaving myself for dead on my hill. But still, I must think and fight, I must paint and write. I'm too determined to prove to you that my long game is tight. So when the deafening negatives like regret and rejection are setting in, I'll do my best to try to keep it light. Cause readjusting brightness dials in my lifestyle and mind is much simpler when I don't carry the weight of the planet. I have to handle my business and know which battles to pick, versus knowing when the solution is a laughing advantage. Oh, and as I step it up, there might be some stumbling back, waltzing with Jack as he shows me how my vital spirits drain. But if I'm simply kinder to myself, I might find it ever more refreshing befriending mates who like to dance in the rain. And that's the man I should have been for you. I'm sorry I wasn't. My breadth of personal content I never properly exhibited, cause I was scared of losing the style that got me by for this long. And so I kept myself guarded and inhibited. Now I could do my best to please your palate, write you books or make an art gallery that shows my bold endeavors. But if you choose other works over mine, it's fine, cause I'm the same way. So there's no point in cursing you or the heavens. I'm ascending past the act of correlating our souls through bitter moonlight, soft in the glowing clouds and the dust, feeling this drive on a starless night, so fiery and red. And all my wandering of you into the night has been brushed with a hush. Looking out, are you kind of the same, kind of the same? Looking out, I don't wonder.